Hello and welcome to the Film Whisperers, where two movie nerds talk all things film with a contemporary lens. My name is Saj.
And my name is Matt. We've been talking a little bit about, I guess, the year so far, 2022, and have taken a look, I guess, at like the movies we really liked so far, the movies that have kind of flopped for us, which we've had difference of opinion on some of them. But now, as we do, I thought we could talk a little bit about kind of the strange movies that we've seen this year. And strange could mean surprising, it could just mean weird, it could mean unexpected. And I think there have been a few this year that I've seen that probably fall into that category. How about you?
Yeah, 100%. I think, there have been films that I've been surprised by, where I never really expected to like, but, just been taken back by either how good or how different things were.
And so what springs to mind when you think, what would be top of that list?
Okay, so this film, it's a Netflix movie. I genuinely did not know what to expect, but I freaking loved it.
Okay.
It was Rebel Wilson's senior year.
I haven't seen it, but yeah, sorry. You
Oh my goodness. Look, I think why I loved it so much is because maybe it's the fact that she plays a character that's similar to age as I am, and there's bits in there that are just so well done. There's even a section in there. There's a scene in there where she recreates a Britney Spears video. Oh my God, man! I think it was just I couldn't believe how good it was, because it was so ridiculous. It was so much fun, and I think it's what the world needs right now. Just a bit of fluff that's amazing. I also liked how they tried to get a few, I guess, icons from the 90s to be in it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Are these surprises? I
can't say it. But yeah, there are some good moments, really good moments in it. Yeah, because do you know what the premise is?
Actually, I watched the trailer. I think when they released that, it's kind of like not similar, but like she goes back to high school.
Yeah, so it's 2003, and she is this really popular cheerleader who has an accident in doing one of their cheer routines, and then she ends up in a coma, and then she wakes up in 2022, and now she's in her late 30s, and she decides to go back to high school and finish high school. So she's approaching high school from that I'm a popular cheerleader in 2003, and realizing that the world has changed and she can't be that person who she was back in back in high school, I guess. And it's just really funny, and just really well done. It's silly, but it's just really well done.
Yeah. And do they touch on like when you say like it's not the same as it was in 2003? Is it because like now that she's in high school, does it kind of touch on like how it's more progressive now, people have different, that kind of stuff?
100%. So I think the thing that she talks about is, when she was a cheerleader, she was the most popular girl in school, and now there's almost like this democratization of the cliques in school, where you don't have the popular girls who are cheerleaders, or you don't have the nerds or whatever. But now it's everyone's on a bit more of an equal playing field, and how she struggles with that because she still wants to be that popular cheerleader. It's really funny, and it's just really well done.
I usually like steer away from like those Netflix originals, because sometimes they're a bit like, I don't know, but like I should support Rebel, now that she's having a moment at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Anyway, enough about Rebel Wilson. What would be your film?
There are actually a few that I could have thought of for this one, but I think I'm going to go with the Alex Garland movie Men, which just came out actually not too long ago. So Alex Garland previously done Ex Machina and Annihilation, both kind of sci-fi movies that were great. Ex Machina was better, but they're both really, really good. And so this one, based on the trailer before going in, I was kind of like, it looks a bit different. It doesn't really look sci-fi. It looks just more like suspenseful, creepy, unsettling, maybe like a thriller. I wasn't really sure what to expect. But yeah, I went in and it was very wild. Like, I actually enjoyed the movie. Like, I don't think it was a bad movie, but I'm putting it in this chat because I'm like, it was just very strange. There were a lot of very WTF moments. And when I saw it in the theater, I think there was one scene in particular where a couple people left because it's just a bit, there's a lot happens. Like, it just kind of steadily builds, and then it kind of gets a bit wild at the end. So essentially the basic plot without any spoilers is that the main character played by Jessie Buckley, who I'm not usually like a big
I'm
fan
not a
of.
fan, Matt. I don't know. I've seen her in 2 films, and both of them I just did not like her in it.
The movies that she's been in I actually like, but her, I don't know, like it's.
Did you like The Lost Daughter?
I thought The Lost Daughter was great. Yeah.
Oh, really? Because that's another 2022 film.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So anyway, yeah.
But in this one, she plays a woman who recently has experienced a tragedy, and so she wants to go to this kind of secluded lodge or place, like it's like an Airbnb, I guess, in like the English countryside. And while she's there, she keeps having these encounters with different people that are quite unsettling, and she's obviously by herself. And actually, this isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer, but essentially all these different characters in the movie, male characters, are all male characters, are played by the same actor.
Yeah.
And I guess, you know, from that you can kind of get the sense that like the message of the movie is trying to send that like a lot of men are the same and a lot of men are not very good, which is I think an important message, and I think they actually delivered it in a good way. But the way it kind of escalates and morphs towards the end, it gets a bit weird. But like, yeah, if you can stomach it and you're like interested in a kind of weird, thrillery kind of suspenseful movie that might get a bit crazy towards the end, then I would definitely recommend it.
Why'd you just say stomach it? Is it gory?
It's just a bit, yeah. I don't want to like spoil, but it's a bit like intense to watch. Yeah, I don't even know if it's gory. It's just, yeah, it's hard to explain. I feel like you just have to go watch it.
Okay, cool. Okay.
But I will say, yeah, when we were in the cinema, yeah, I could tell like, I think even my partner and I were a bit like, oh, what's happening? And then, yeah, a couple people walked off, like left the cinema because I think it was just, and it kind of, anyway. So it steadily builds, there's a lot of suspense, and then when it kind of goes wild towards the end, it like keeps that energy for the rest of the movie. So it's kind of like you have to kind of just like sit through it. It's like a bit of a ride, but it was good. I liked it, and obviously the title alone is quite provocative. You're like, a horror movie about men, and so like, yeah, but it does that title and that kind of synopsis justice, I think. Yeah. And it makes me interested for what Alex Garland's going to do next, because so far for me, all 3 of his movies have at the very least been quite intriguing and interesting. So he's always got like a kind of point of view and something to say. So yeah, I would definitely pick that one.
Nice. Okay, just quickly, is there anything that you're looking forward to 2022 in terms of film? Is there one?
Yes, there. Oh, definitely. I mean, Jordan Peele's movie,
same.
definitely.
Yeah. What's it called?
Nope.
Yeah.
Very, very excited for that one. I'm trying to think what else is coming out later in the year. I mean, some that I'm hoping will come out. So like Ari Aster's new movie is finished filming. I'm hoping it'll come out later in the year. And then, oh gosh, what else? Is something you're?
Definitely Nope. Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, there are a few. Like also there's one which I think maybe people in Sydney got to see recently, but the new David Cronenberg movie. It's got Kristen Stewart in it, Crimes of the Future or something.
Yeah.
That looks quite interesting as well.
I'm also looking forward to the Netflix film Blonde with is it Ana de Almas as Marilyn Monroe?
Okay. Oh, that one. Sorry, I do know that.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that'll be good. But yeah, no, definitely Jordan Peele. Yeah, he's amazing, and yeah.
I think I'm just excited. Like now that we're heading to the second half of the year is always more exciting because it's when like the kind of festival, like the Oscar contenders and all the heavyweight stuff starts to come out. So yeah, it should be interesting. So stay tuned. But hopefully we've gotten some good recommendations from us today. Thank you for tuning in as always. We've been the Film Whisperers, and you've been watching Ben TV.